Welcome to Coinomi X Space. Today, we're excited to bring you a special AMA with our third Coinomi Connect with our partner BTC Direct, diving deep into crypto. This conversation was recorded live on X Spaces on May 14, 2025. Please note that the views and opinions expressed in this AMA are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the official stance of Coinomi Wallet. This content is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We encourage you to conduct your own research before making any decisions. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe and like the video to support our channel. Now, let's get started. Enjoy.
Hello. It's good to see you.
Hey, thank you for having me. This is Michael.
Yeah. Hey, Michael. Yeah, it's great to have you. This is Mikey. I go by Mikey.
Mikey, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Yeah.
we're just the two of us in this space at the moment.
Yeah. Yep. Over the next probably 5 minutes, everybody will join in. Koby will be joining in just a moment. The Koinomi team is up at a conference in Toronto. So
Nice.
as people come through, yep. Yeah.
And you've been with Coinomi. How long have you been with Coinomi? I'm just looking at the questions you have for me.
So I've been with Koinomi for a little almost 2 months now.
Yep.
I'm the host. That my job is Spaces host among a couple of other things.
Was in your? I think you also hosted the previous one where I was
Yes.
probably a couple weeks back. Yeah, you're doing a terrific job, man. Keep it up. Was very
Thank you. There are some absolutely phenomenal Spaces hosts out there, and one day I hope that I am that good. But thank you for the kind words.
More than welcome, more than deserved. Is it a daily thing for you guys, or?
Oh, we do it. Right now we're doing bi-weekly, but we're hoping to do more often. It's really just ramping up, getting things together, and making sure that we have contents and guests, every week. But we want to do it at least every week.
Nice, very cool.
Yep. Miss L, hello, Matthias. It's good to see you. We're just waiting on Koby here, getting everything together. Welcome, GM, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all.
So, what conference is the team at in Toronto?
Oh, let me see. I actually don't know the name off the top of my head. I was just told that they were up there.
Cool.
Let me see. Let's see what is going on in Toronto. It looks like. Well, I don't think there's an official Canada Crypto Week that's going on up there. But I don't know if that's us. Maybe it's the Futurist Conference.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, Koinomi is definitely a part of that, so that's good.
All right, we're just waiting on Koby to come on in. Just give him a little ping. Miss L, I hope that you're having a wonderful day today. If you want to send any comments or questions, you can go ahead and send that right here. There's a little comment section for you. We'll answer anything that you have towards the end of the call. Hey, there he is, the man of the hour. Hey, Koby, how you doing?
Still in listening mode.
Yep. Oh, is he? What? Invite to speak. Let's do an invite to speak here. There we are.
Hey, folks, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Good to be with you, Mike. Who do we have here from BTC Direct?
Michael. So you're with Mike and Michael.
And
Yes.
my middle name is indeed Michael, so we're really the trifecta here.
The Michaels.
Not the
If
M2
we had
money
someone,
supply.
Angelos were here, it'd be an MMA. But cool.
Right.
Excited to get to the space, folks.
Yeah, excited as well. All right, we can probably get started here in about a minute. We're going to go through quite a bit today. We're going to talk a whole lot about BTC Direct. I'm very excited to get these questions out to you. We're also going to do some probably some AMAs if we have any, and we'll kind of go from there. But I really appreciate you all being here today. Thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely. It's always fun to do one of these live and then see people listening in afterwards and replaying. So it's a good resource for the community.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Hey, Koby, where are you at right now? We were kind of talking about that.
I'm calling from a long line in Toronto for a ticket at Consensus. Usually we get through the door a bit easier with our fancy Coinomi investor passes, but today we're finding it a bit longer of a wait. So we'll soon be getting our ticket and headed in. But for now, excited to be calling in from Toronto.
Yeah, excited to have you here. All right, well, let's get started. So let's kick this off. Thank you everybody for being here today. Thank you for hanging out at the spaces. Koby and Michael, thank you both for being here. So let's start with a couple of introductions for those who don't know. We'll start with Koby. Koby, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about what you do at Koinomi.
Absolutely. I'm one of the people who helps things get into the wallet, get out of the wallet, users use the wallet, add coins, and add different apps that you can use with Koinomi. I've been working with the team since around 2016 as a team member, a user of the product since 2014. And we've been working with BTC Direct for quite a while at that time, honestly. They were a partner that came to us, and we actually signed the papers to work with them at Consensus in probably 2018 or maybe 2019. I think I got one of those dates right. But it's been a really long partnership at Koinomi, and fundamental to what we do, which is helping people onboard into crypto using fiat, using cryptos, using just about any type of payment method, and then use it in their wallet. So this is a really important partnership for us, and a partner who's really been through quite a bit of the up and down markets with us.
So
Absolutely.
I'll take it over if you're good with that, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Michael Burnett. I'm the head of private trading at BTC Direct. I started at the company about 4 years ago. But BTC Direct is actually one of the oldest, if not the oldest company in the Netherlands or in the whole of Europe when it comes to acquiring Bitcoin and other crypto later. My department specifically is for large transactions. We start at private trading with 50,000 euros. So it's an over-the-counter desk. But regular folks can start as low as 30 euros at BTC Direct. And yeah, it's cool to be on the Koinomi Connect because our department or our desk is featured in Koinomi since recently. So the large holders of crypto in Europe can now easily on and off board if they get to know us through Koinomi. So that's it for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for the introductions. Yeah, BTC Direct is a really cool thing. You guys have been together for quite a long time now. Let's see here. So I actually want to know, how long has BTC Direct been working with Koinomi?
I think Koby had the dates probably about right. So I know the company started in 2013. I don't have the exact dates of when we partnered with which wallet at which specific date, but I think it's somewhere in 2017 or 18 when we connected with Koinomi. What I do know about Koinomi, so BTC Direct is a strictly non-custodial broker.
Right.
So we don't hold customer assets, so neither euros or crypto, which means everybody needs to have some form of wallet. And of course, there are a lot of people who acquire a hardware wallet, but we also wanted to give our clients an easy, reliable, trustworthy, free wallet that they can use for several different cryptocurrencies. And then Koinomi came out as the top dog in that fight, and we're very happy we partnered with them then, and still partnered with them today.
Yeah, fantastic. Having
a few connection issues, but I just did find the date was around May 3rd of 2018. So we're pretty close to our anniversary. I guess we missed it. We'll be sending some flowers in the mail, but yeah, very exciting.
Nice.
Yeah, my gosh. Yeah, that's what, 7 years?
Yep.
Wow.
Almost to the date.
Well, all right. Well, May 3rd, 2028 is going to be that 10-year anniversary. Michael and Koby, this is for both of you. I actually wanted to ask, how long have you been in crypto? Been a while.
Koby, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I started buying some Dogecoin in 2013, not as a financial anarchist, but as a kid interested in dog money being cool. And from there, I took into some other investments like Redcoin and Bitcoin, which I had to put somewhere. So I found Koinomi in 2014 as a good solution to store all of my coins in one place. And little did I know, just 2 years later, I'd be working, helping to bring in some ED, managing leads, and then running the damn show a little bit later on with some interesting drama in between. So we've had our ups and downs, but thankfully we're reunited as a team now, and we're building a better wallet for the future.
Yeah, very cool. I wanted to let Koby go first because I knew he was way longer in crypto than me. Actually, I consider myself very late to the party. I just heard about Bitcoin, the word Bitcoin, in the bull run of 2017. Funny thing, the Dutch regulator, Dutch financial regulator, is called the AFM, the Authority on Financial Markets. Back then I was just a regular financial advisor. So I advised in life insurance, mortgages, loans, etc. And then I saw this message from the AFM, a warning like, oh, really be careful not to invest in this Bitcoin thing. It's probably a bubble or something like that. I was like, this is interesting when the Dutch regulator is, basically warning people not to do something. I was like, they don't usually do that. So let's look into this Bitcoin thing. And basically from that moment on, I was hooked. Went down the rabbit hole, and also basically made the switch from TradFi to BTC Direct as soon as the possibility arose for me to make the switch, which was in 2021, I think. Somewhere there.
So Michael, did you have an interesting transition going from Slack channels and emails into Telegram channels and Discords or community, platforms that have been evolving with crypto since then?
Especially if you consider the starting point where traditional TradFi is still using email and letters by post, and basically that's it, or calling. But also within BTC Direct, all of the messaging apps or systems you just mentioned, we all use them at some point or are still using them.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot. I just to add in, I started around 2017 as well. I knew about Bitcoin way earlier, and I didn't really know how to get into it. And then when I finally figured it out, Bitcoin was no longer incredibly cheap. I did buy $100 in Dogecoin though, and then was able to offload that when Elon Musk made his tweet, which was a great way for me to finally say that I did something smart.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So I also wanted to ask Michael, how long have you been with BTC Direct? I think you might have already answered this, but I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, no worry. About 4 years now. So I started in 2021, and actually also a small funny story when I made the switch from my old job as a financial advisor to BTC Direct.
Yeah.
I went on a quite long holiday with my back then girlfriend, and we went off grid for I think 1 or 2 weeks to go canoeing in Sweden.
Oh, wow.
And when we went into the trip, I was like, okay, let's turn everything off. The Bitcoin price is now, I don't know, it was probably about 55K or 60K back then. I was like, if we're getting back, could be that it's 80 or 70 or pretty high. And then when I opened the price again, it was like, I think 40, because Elon just pulled his pay for Teslas with Bitcoin stunt, and also the China mining ban was also at that time. So that's the moment when I came into BTC Direct, just after those two events, and when there was like this, the last correction of the bull market of that cycle.
Yeah, doesn't sound like there was a better time, to be honest. I think you got in right at the right time.
Yep, thank you.
All right, so the next question is a little bit more specific as far as BTC Direct goes. I want to know, and I want my my wonderful listeners here to know, why use BTC Direct over another platform?
Yeah, great question. Also very happy to answer that. So there's a couple of reasons why people go to BTC Direct, or also why they stay with BTC Direct. So because we're one of the oldest companies in Europe, we are a very trustworthy name. We have a very high rating on our Trustpilot reviews, and that's because we've always had a very good customer support team. And to be fair, there always have been a lot of questions from clients, either about Bitcoin or about the wallets they use. And with basically a lot of platforms, you're not really getting answers to your questions that easily. And we've always been quite good at that. This also means that for Europe, we have enabled a lot of different payment methods. I know you guys in the States basically all work with either your credit card or PayPal, or a couple of payment methods that are nationwide. But you have to imagine that Europe, every country has their own kind of preferred payment method. So we in the Netherlands have the best payment method, I think, in Europe or even the world, which is called Ideal. And people in the Netherlands don't want to use anything else. And the Belgians have bank contact. The Germans have the Austrians have Sofort banking, and Later there, of course, we also have credit cards, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay. So we have these different payment options for the different countries in Europe,
Mhm.
which makes BTC Direct a very nice nice place to buy your Bitcoin or other crypto, because we have those really specific European payment methods. And the fact that it's this old means we have our act together. Security wise, we're good. We've never been hacked, of course. And if you have a question, you will get an answer, and we'll try to help you as well as possible. Another thing which I think is very cool, well, a couple of things. BTC Direct was one of the first, the first company in the Netherlands that actually pays salary in Bitcoin. I think we already did that probably maybe 2019 or 20 when we started. When I got to the company, it was already normal. So I took my first salary partly in fiat and partly in Bitcoin. And we were one of the first who had a really good DCA module. So for the people who don't know DCA, of course, dollar cost averaging. Basically, you set up a monthly or weekly or daily payment plan from your bank to BTC Direct. And this payment also has a specific code BTC Direct generated for you for your specific transactions. And every month and also every week for me, there goes some euros from my bank account to BTC Direct. And because they know it's from my bank account, they see the code, they know, okay, this is Michael. He wants us to buy Bitcoin with this money, and he wants us to send it to that wallet address. And that's fully automated. So you set it up once, you don't look back. And basically, that's a very, very powerful tool, especially over a longer period of time. I remember back in 2018 when I was getting into Bitcoin, I thought, well, man, this is really good. I should invest in this basically every month. But I wasn't that wealthy back then. And well, you know how it goes. You get your salary, you pay the most important things, and then sometimes you forget to make the Bitcoin investment. And as longer the month goes, it's like, yeah, I also have this I want to do, that I want to do. Yeah, probably we'll do the investment for Bitcoin next month.
Exactly.
Now, what's funny is, sorry not to cut you off, but
no worries.
getting into crypto so early and being so young as a teenager, I wish that I had been more sporadic and unintelligent with my investments, because I would have put a lot more money into Bitcoin and Redcoin and all that stuff back then. Sadly, I had the great financial advice of my folks and mentors around me, and I said, okay, this deserves maybe a few percentages of the blue chips that I thankfully also had around then. So while my Apple stock has done really nicely, I should have been a little bit less financially precocious at that age.
Yeah. Well, I'm still bummed out if I think back at those days where like, if that was just automated, then you wouldn't look back at it, because you get your salary, the automated big payments go out, you get your investment done, and that just would have been so much better. So this is also one of the things I like a lot about BTC Direct. I think those are the main reasons for people to go to BTC Direct or stay there. So it's the specific payment methods for Europe, the fact that we're very old and trustworthy name within crypto, and basically that we sometimes have primers with the Bitcoin salary, even though our clients don't really have anything to do with that. It's still cool that BTC Direct is like pulling the cart on those things.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for that. That was a really good explanation. Yeah, just going back. I mean, with crypto in general, we were all told to be very weary by our smarter, older, and that was not the case. Definitely, if I could go back to 2010 and buy 1,000 Bitcoin, I would, as would anybody else.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so I actually wanted to pass this over to Koby really quick. Koby, could you kind of same question? Can you tell me why we would pick Coinomi over another platform?
Absolutely. I get to boast about a really long history. As I mentioned, using Coinomi since 2014. We've supported just about every blockchain out there, and we're bringing support for a lot of the new ones that we've been missing for quite some time. So I think our name, brand, and the lasting impact we've had on our community, who knows they can come to us with any question at any time of the day with 24/7 specialized support, really makes the difference Besides supporting the most coins compared to other wallets and having 99.9% uptime, I think it comes down to what your wallet's trying to do for you. If it's trying to help you just lock up your funds, that's great. A lot of wallets do it extremely well. We're building a wallet that helps you get the most out of your assets. And that's kind of the next evolution we see as wallets become more of a multi-tool and less of the place you just keep your cash, as in your own leather wallet you have in your pocket, but more where you keep your identity, where you keep your loyalty cards, where you keep your passes to get into your social clubs, as you're of course a member of many as a user of Koinomi eventually after making your investments. So that's really why we bring users to Koinomi still today after so long, and how we're taking the next evolution and building out the product to attract the next generation of crypto users.
Also a fantastic answer. Thank you so much, Koby. That was great. All right. So I've got a couple more questions for you guys. One of them is going to be, Michael, I'd like to know for BTC Direct, what is the best feature and why?
Yeah, that is a difficult question.
Sorry.
Because there are a lot of features I like a lot. I spoke about some of them. So the DCA is a contender for me. Mm-hmm. But I'm also the head of private trading, which is the OTC desk we run. I think I have to boast just about my own special part within BTC Direct, which is private trading. So for the people listening, BTC Direct is a place where everybody can buy or sell Bitcoin or other crypto. And private trading is a special VIP service for our larger clients who need to do want to do over-the-counter transactions, and those start about 50,000 euros per transaction. And there's a couple of things really cool about that service. On the one hand, we have enough time to really help the client, take the time for them, and help them with whatever question they have. So basically, our clients fall into two groups. On the one hand, we have the crypto rich, people who got in early in crypto, did a lot of different things, whether they were just buying Bitcoin really soon or doing trading a lot of the times, NFTs, yield farming, you name it. And we have people who became rich of it. But when those guys need to or want to buy a house or something of that sort, they want to move a lot of money from crypto back to euros, and then they will go to the trusted name within the space where they have a lot of good feeling with that specific brand. They trust it, and they know they will have a personal account manager where, basically you call us up and you directly have someone on the line to help you with whatever you want. That's on the one end of the spectrum. The other end is basically the boomers, the people who are 50 plus. They see Bitcoin, they see the returns, they understand, and sometimes those are gold bugs, or they understand that the financial system, the fiat financial system, is quite wobbly and getting more and more wobbly every year. And they want to make their first steps into Bitcoin or other crypto. And basically they just want a person to talk to who is a professional, who knows what they're talking about, who can explain the pros and the cons of different cryptos, the way to store them, to help them set up their wallets, etc. And to everything in between. So from the crypto rich to the boomers, everything in between, we also help them. So I think that's the nicest thing about private trading is that we have the time to help these people. We really, really help them, and they're really, really happy with our service, that much that most of our clients get to us through mouth-to-mouth marketing. I don't know, what's the English word for that? If you're recommended by a friend.
Reference.
Organic growth, unpaid affiliate marketing.
Basically just somebody saying to somebody else like, if you need something for Bitcoin or crypto, a large amount, just go to BTC Direct. Here's the number of the guy. Just call them up and they will help you with whatever you need. That level of service, of course, it's a bit for the larger holders, but it's very nice to be able to offer that, and that they also are so happy with it that they recommend it to others.
That's great. Great answer. I love that. Koby, I'm going to ask you the same question. I just want to know, what is personally your favorite feature about Koinomi?
I think it comes back to support, and also, I mean, maybe it's not a feature, but just that we've had some of these
Yeah.
partnerships like BTC Direct for so many years that have just grown and grown, and our users know to trust the partners that we've brought in.
Yep.
So, a huge feature as we build is really respecting the trust we have with users. And our partners who also serve with such great service are a really big part of that. So, yeah, seeing the same names for so many years and watching them grow, expand their teams, get into new sectors, that's really what it is for us that moves the ball.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. I do have one more question that I've prepared, but I do want to get one from the community just to make sure that we have the time because we're running up on a hard stop. Michael, I wanted to ask, I have a question from the community. How do I know when is the best time to contact BCT Direct? I believe that's probably in terms of like, financial level or starting to get into the industry and kind of figuring out when they should be getting a professional involved.
So yeah, it's always a good time to call to reach out to us. It's
Right.
never a problem. But to be fair, most of our clients will be using, well, basically, we only offer non-custodial services. So
Right.
most of the clients will have a wallet, either Coinomi
Yep.
or a hardware wallet.
Yep.
And usually when people are going into self-custody, which is a great thing, of course, it's usually not their first step into Bitcoin or crypto, because a lot of people start out at one of the major custodial platforms. But if you're around long enough in the crypto space and you've seen some of these custodial platforms fail or implode or get hacked, or the founders disappearing, at some point you just got to say, okay, now it's this much money. I need to take matters into my own hands. And need to go for self-custody. And this is usually about the time they get into touch with us. But it's also fine if it's sooner or later in your crypto journey. We don't offer financial advice. So, of course, I'm free to talk about how I would invest, or I can answer a lot of questions. So, well, I cannot, we don't use the term. We specifically say, like everybody else, well, this is not financial advice, but I would do this and this and that. So, of course, when the amounts of money in regard to your personal finances is getting bigger, it might be a good time to check with somebody if it still is, responsible is a difficult word, because a lot of people would have said that it was not responsible to buy a lot of Bitcoin or other crypto in the last 10 years. But all those people were wrong. So we do have a bit of a different viewpoint about risks. But it is good to talk about someone who is a professional in the space, because even within crypto, you can be incredibly ridiculously irresponsible about with your risks.
Yes.
And unfortunately,
Absolutely.
we see a lot of people blow up, especially with leverage trading. So for the people listening, I know it's a bull market, and the bull market will very, very likely continue. And yes, the leverage buttons are always a temptation, but yeah, please make sure you don't bet your whole stack on a leverage bet and then go completely bust. Manage your risks for your own appetite.
Absolutely.
I think that is good advice, though, by the way.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. Okay, so I have one more question for you, which is BTC Direct. It's over in Europe.
Yep.
Can we use it in the United States? And if not right now, do we have a plan to be able to do it in the future?
So no, unfortunately not. The US people are not allowed to transact with BTC Direct. Basically, I don't know if you guys in the States have experienced this before, because you have such a lot of great companies in the US that you probably not really miss the companies in the rest of the world. But a lot of places in the rest of the world, they really don't want to service anyone from the US specifically, because if you service any person from the US, basically the United States says, well, you're selling things to our citizens, so basically we're going to hold you to our regulation. And in a lot of cases, the regulation in the US has not been clear at all in the last 7 years.
Right.
So So no, at the moment we're still not accepting the US persons.
Okay.
And to be fair, I don't see that changing very soon until all the regulations become very clear and yeah, it will make sense to accept Americans because
And
of course, yeah. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I just have to add, this is probably one of the feature and key product differentiations that sets BTC Direct aside. I mean, obviously, in and of itself, BTC Direct for Europe is, where you serve, but it's really where you specialize. And this is what we've found out, that there's a reason we have one route for everyone else from every other country and one route directly to BTC Direct. And it's because we get the least bounce back requests from angry people that had their transaction bounced or didn't get a response from support right away. Having partners who are really specialized in what they do, it'll be a really exciting day for when you guys expand to the US and when we have some clarity that allows you to operate in the same gold standard that you do in all these places in Europe. But for now, we're really excited to again be working with hyper localized partners, even though EU,
Yes.
from an American standard, sometimes EU sounds very local, but of course has a wide coverage.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is part of what really helps working with hyper specialized firms. And what we need to do as a wallet is communicate to users even better and say, hey, let's get you into BTC Direct because they're going to be the right partner for you. So that's something we're also working on, of being able to help users find the best service for them and have it already available in Koinomi. So that's one of the ways I think we'll continue to build out this partnership and get more people to onboard to crypto via BTC Direct.
Yeah, thank you very much for the kind words, and we love to be that specialized partner in the Europe. Yeah, we'll continue to collaborate.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
All
I think
right.
we've
Well,
hit the 30-minute mark. I know we have some news
yes,
that
we
we're going to
have.
cover once we hop off here. Michael, are you headed to any conferences, or are you mostly handling the back office, the big transactions coming in?
Yeah, so we have a Dutch event in the upcoming week, and I'm trying really hard to get to the Prague event, but that's not certain yet. But I really want to go. I know our team is also going to Vegas for the Bitcoin event there.
Oh, nice. Don't know if I'll be there. Still a roll of the dice, but I'll do that too if I make it. Well, it's been a
Great.
pleasure. I'm sorry to make you
Yes.
wrap it up, Mikey. I just have people eyeing
No,
me
all good.
that
Yeah,
I
sure.
owe a
Makes sense.
conversation since Singapore last year. So really excited to talk again with you, Mikey, and with BTC Direct on another space. And thanks everyone for listening to this Koinomi Connect. I'm going to bounce now.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much. And same for me, Mike. Thank you very much for having me.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for being here, both of you. All right, head out. Everybody else, thank you for joining in today. We'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, see you all next time. Bye.
Cheers.
That concludes another AMA. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you found the discussion insightful and informative. Don't forget to follow us on social media and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest news and updates.